What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
With the release of After We Collided, fans just can't calm the hype regarding Tessa Young, Josephine Langford, and Hardin Scott, Hero finds Tiffin relationship. So while we wait for the third film, which will be released this fall, we thought it would be a great idea to go through every awkward moment the cast of After has been through while on set. Keep watching to see which scenes were truly difficult to make and in which scenes did Hero and Josephine feel most awkward.
Great. I'm loving it.
Are you okay?
Awkward auditioning process. The audition process for Josephine Langford was not easy. Not easy at all. In fact, she had to go through an awkward phase in order to play the role of Tessa in the famous franchise. Langford didn't even expect to play the lead role since a different actress was originally cast as Tessa Young. Juliana Goldani Tellez was first cast as Tessa, but she left the series 2 weeks before filming started because she and the crew from After faced scheduling problems. Fortunately, Josephine Langford joined the cast 2 weeks before they shot the first film. Thing is, Josephine already auditioned for a role in the film, and this is where she was confused. She auditioned for the role of Molly. Can you guys imagine Josephine playing Molly and Juliana playing the role of Tessa? Yeah, we neither.
Oh my goodness, Tessa?
Tessa.
Hardin's mother. Hardin said you were going to be out of town. I didn't think I was going to...
Anna Todd told IBT that she always saw Tessa being played by Josephine. Josephine, to be honest, the moment we saw her, even before the recasting, I was like, oh, that's Tessa. I literally forgot that we recast the role sometimes, to be honest. So, as our dear Jo was waiting to hear if she got the part of Molly, the producers called her and asked her if she would be interested in playing Tessa instead. In just 24 hours, Jo got on a plane from Perth to LA, and she actually read the scripts for Tessa on the flight. The role of Molly, as you all know, went to Inanna Sarkis. When it comes to Hero finds Tiffin, he also went through an interesting audition process for the film. At first, Greg Sulkin and Daniel Sharman were considered for the role of Hardin. What's even weirder is that Anna Todd, the author behind the After books, retweeted her approval of the fan casting of Daniel Sharman in the Hardin Scott role. But things changed later, and Fiennes was cast for the role of the British boy Hardin. Can you imagine Sharman taking the part? Langford and Tiffin had to wear flippers. Hero and Josephine had to wear flippers in order to film the lake scene. In an interview with Collider, Hero said that there were some bits where, when they were talking about and to kiss, he was wearing flippers because he could just about stand if he could. If he'd ever slipped, he would have drowned, but you have to adapt, the actor explained. Having to tread water and say lines without being out of breath was definitely a bit challenging. He even said he got a cramp when he was on tiptoe a couple of times. Based on this, we can't imagine how awkward it was for the couple to film this scene. But they did it. It's certainly not easy being an actor.
I don't think we can ever be just friends.
Coping with critics. The After movies were the reason for some fans starting an interesting controversy on the internet. As you all know, the films are all about Hardin and Tessa and their rocky relationship. The relationship between these two is somewhat of an epic romance, but the way it's presented to the audience is also quite realistic, which most fans think is a problem, especially when it comes to Fiennes' character Hardin. He is known for being the bad boyfriend, and because of this, fans keep talking about how the film presents and embraces the unhealthy nature of Tessa and Hardin. Another group of fans claims this is just a part of their love story, but that doesn't change the fact that both leads of the films felt quite awkward because of the claims. They felt so awkward that they even published an explanation. It's difficult to view it objectively because you sort of have to be in her headspace, Langford explained to Decider. But they don't have a healthy relationship, and that's the story. That's exactly what the story is about. It's about two people who don't communicate, and there are a lot of problems. There are a lot of things that absolutely shouldn't be happening. It's about, well, can they work through that? And do they work through that? What's the end result? This is an explanation by the actress, and Tiffin agreed with her, saying that people criticize it for advocating like a toxic relationship. And they need to stress that this is entertainment. It's not a rule book for people to follow and take into their lives, said the British actor. What do you guys think about this? Let us know.
I need to go.
What? Now? Hardin, answer me. Where are you going?
Out.
What's...
The awkward naked scene. After We Collided, fans lofted over Hero finds Tiffin's bareback scene. The hype this scene got was unbelievable. For months, everyone talked about it, and for a reason. The nude scene of Hardin in After We Collided was kind of awkward to make. As you all know, After We Collided follows Tessa finding herself in the middle of a love triangle with Hardin and the new boy Trevor, portrayed by Dylan Sprouse. Unfortunately, the Sprouse twin won't appear in the following After films. However, After We Collided featured many awkward scenes, but the winning scene involved Hero's naked bum, and according to many rumors, Hero wasn't really happy with showing his bum to the whole world. This made the scene very awkward for him to film. Yes, for those of you familiar, here's a scene in which Hero bears Hardin. But this was not the only scene where the actors felt awkward. In fact, there are 2 more. Keep watching to see them. Drunk in Love. As we previously said, there are many steamy scenes in the After films that the whole franchise seems like a big turn on. But with After We Collided, the franchise opened a whole new chapter for Tessa and Hardin as their chemistry increased so much in the second film. So it makes sense why the third film is so anticipated by audiences. We hope to see more hookups and close, intimate moments between our favorite couple. However, After We Collided featured a scene so steamy that both actors were quite intimidated by it. But we'll get to the scene a bit later in the video. Now, as expected, Anna Todd's Wattpad story quickly captured viewers' attention, with plenty of reasons for doing so, right? The twists in the films are amazing. There are highs and lows in Tessa and Hardin's relationship that will keep you wondering what will happen between these two, and of course, the couple is quite active in the bedroom. After We Collided introduces Tessa's attractive new co-worker, Trevor, to Hardin and Tessa are again struggling with their relationship. In fact, the scene in which the couple gets together for the first time in the second film was, according to some rumors, quite awkward for both actors. After Hardin appears and kicks Trevor out of Tessa's hotel room, despite nothing happening between the co-workers, Hardin and Tessa start with their usual, and a fight leads to them hooking up. The fast and intense moments you're looking at were really awkward for both leads. Plus, Tessa's drunk, so Langford had to act with intense emotion. Did you guys like this scene? Let us know down in the comments.
You decide.
The frat party scene. The first film featured a party with plenty of drama, so after Tessa and Hardin decided to spend the new year with Hardin's friends, things get messed up as Tessa and Molly play a game of Truth or Dare, which is how they start fighting. This was actually the first time we saw that Tessa is not naive, she's just a good person who doesn't want to hurt anyone, and thankfully Molly got what she deserved. However, the scene in which Tessa and Hardin go upstairs, where they hook up, was one of the most awkward scenes the cast had to film. Most of these scenes were the reason for people speaking about Hessa's unhealthy relationship, but we have to agree that the chemistry these two have is simply amazing. Too bad they're not together in real life.
And that tongue is just...
Now, we know how dedicated After fans y'all are, so feel free to share everything you want to see in the next After film. Also, which of these awkward moments surprised you the most? Let us know. Make sure you like our video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching, guys.